Have you heard of the Doomsday Clock? It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But it's very real. Currently, it's set at 90 seconds to midnight, the closest it's ever been in its entire history. Midnight symbolizes a global catastrophe. So, the big question is, should we be panicking? Let's rewind a bit. The Doomsday Clock was created back in 1947 by the scientists who worked on the first atomic bombs, including Albert Einstein. They were deeply concerned about the destructive power they had unleashed. So, they created the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, and this symbolic clock, to warn the public about how close humanity is to self-destruction. Originally, the main threat was nuclear war. Think about the Cold War in 1953, when the US and the Soviet Union both tested thermonuclear devices. The clock was just 2 minutes to midnight. Then, as tensions eased and arms control treaties were signed, the clock moved further away. The farthest it ever got was 17 minutes to midnight in 1991. After the Cold War officially ended, it felt like we could all breathe a little easier. But here's the thing. The Doomsday Clock isn't just about nukes anymore. The scientists who set the clock now consider a whole range of existential threats. Climate change is a massive one. The catastrophic effects of rising global temperatures, extreme weather events, and melting ice caps are pushing us closer to the brink. They also look at disruptive technologies, like artificial intelligence and bioweapons. An AI that operates without human control or a genetically engineered pandemic could be just as devastating as a nuclear bomb. So, why 90 seconds now? The bulletin points to a few key factors. The ongoing war in Ukraine has significantly increased the risk of nuclear escalation. There's a breakdown in global cooperation and a rise in dangerous rhetoric. On top of that, the climate crisis continues to worsen with insufficient action from world leaders. It's like we're facing multiple crises at once, and they're all feeding into each other. Okay, so back to the main question. Should we be afraid? It's natural to feel a sense of anxiety when you hear 90 seconds from a symbolic doomsday. But the creators of the clock would say that fear isn't the goal. The clock isn't a crystal ball predicting the future. It's a wake-up call. It's a powerful symbol designed to spark conversation and, more importantly, action. The scientists are basically yelling, "Hey, everyone, we have some serious problems we need to solve, and the time to act is now." They believe that because these threats are man-made, they can be solved by humans. They emphasize the need for dialogue, diplomacy, and international cooperation. They call for leaders to pursue arms control, invest heavily in green energy, and establish regulations for dangerous new technologies. And it's not just up to the world leaders. Public pressure plays a huge role. When we demand action from our governments, when we support organizations working on these issues, and when we make sustainable choices in our own lives, we are helping to push the hands of the clock back. So, instead of being paralyzed by fear, we can use this as motivation. The Doomsday Clock shows us the urgency of the situation, but it also implies that we still have time 90 seconds to turn things around. The clock can be moved back. It has been before. The future isn't written yet, and we all have a part to play in writing it. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content.